guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jenny here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a video that I feel like I have a lot of passion for. I'm going to address something that I think that everyone who has a baby deals with in some way. So I know this is something that I personally have really dealt with, and that's part of the reason I wanted to make this video, in case there's other people like me, and I feel pretty confident that there are, because I think that's a very common thing for women to deal with after they have children, and that is like confidence in your body or in your self-worth. It shouldn't lie in what your body looks like. I think way too commonly women compare themselves to others, and it's unfortunate, but it's something that I think we all deal with. And I know for me personally, I am very devoted to my fitness and my health, and so I find myself getting caught up in my physical image and the way I should look and the way I want to look and the way she looks, and why don't I look like that? And I know I'm not alone. And so after you have a baby, your body goes through so many changes, and they're beautiful and they're amazing and it's incredible, and I find myself not happy with it. I find myself beating myself up or tearing myself down because I feel like I should look like her when I'm pregnant, or I should be doing this when I'm pregnant. And I mean, we're all different, and our bodies are all different, and we respond differently to everything. I remember after I had my first baby, Jacob, 3 years ago, I expected myself to have my baby and the next week be in the gym, have a six-pack, look amazing, and that was not the case. And I can't tell you how difficult that was for me. And I couldn't understand why. I got on the internet and I saw women who were holding a newborn baby and their stomachs were flat, okay? I couldn't understand, well, she did it, so what's wrong with me if I can't do it? I mean, I had to have this rude awakening for the first time in my life, because, you know, up until that point I was an athlete, I was in the gym, you know, being fit and thin and, you know, looking that way always was just natural for me. Or not natural, I worked for it, but it wasn't something I really had to work for. You know, I was young, I still am young, you know, but my body was different, okay? And after I had a beautiful baby, my body changed, and my hips widened, and I grew boobs. I never had that before because I was always like such an athlete. Like, I just didn't develop that kind of thing. Sorry, this is probably really distracting, but I love him. Anyways, so it was different for me, and I had to learn to accept and love my body in that way, and I never did. I just really beat myself up, and I was very unhealthy until I lost the weight. I didn't eat right. I pushed myself way too hard in the gym, considering that I was nursing and I was trying to take care of a baby, and all I was concerned about was how I looked and how people looked at me, and it shouldn't matter. I was healthy, my baby was healthy, and I spent so much time consumed by what other people were looking at me and thinking. When it came time to have my second baby, I was like mentally prepared for this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a hard time after I have my baby. I'm not gonna be happy with my body, but it will be okay because eventually I will lose the weight. The first baby, honestly, it only took me like 3 months. And looking back, that was a long 3 months. But like after having other kids, I'm like, that was like great. There was nothing wrong with that. Sorry, my kids are like right here, which is fine. I love them being here, but my train of thought gets a little bit lost. Okay, sorry, now the baby woke up. I am definitely still trying to learn how to film and have kids that don't nap at the same time. I used to just film during nap time, but now I have like 3 different schedules. But this is a good reminder of why I'm making this video, so that's okay. Okay, so after I had my second baby, I was definitely thinking, okay, we're just gonna work hard and lose the weight after I had the baby. And it was different, you guys. It was hard. And I don't know if it was I was older or if it was a different experience, but I didn't lose the weight for a long time, and it was very frustrating, and I had a very unhealthy relationship with myself and the way I viewed myself and the way I was thinking everyone else was viewing me, which just wasn't true. No one else was looking at me that way. Like, no one else even cared what I looked like. So I feel like I started finally losing the weight, and then he was 6 months old when I finally felt like I feel really good about myself. I had a lot of confidence. I felt strong. you know, I felt like I was getting back to my regular routine in the gym. And then I had a little surprise and I found out I was pregnant again. And you guys, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I cried. I cried when I found out I was pregnant. And I'm mad at myself looking back, thinking about this. I was so upset. And I remember my parents, I was at their house when I found out. And my parents were like, well, what's the problem? Like, it'll be a good thing, you know? And I was like, I don't want to get fat again. I don't want to do it again. Like, I know that is so wrong. That thinking is so messed up. But I also know that a lot of people feel that way. And I don't know. I just want to change people's view of, if they feel like that, I want to change their view or let them know they're not alone and there's ways to cope with it. She's asleep again. So as soon as I realized how unhealthy my mind was in thinking that way, I decided to change the way I think. And I decided that I'm going to approach this pregnancy just being grateful for health. And, you know, I did go to the gym almost every day through my pregnancy because I think that is healthy. But I would have so many people making comments that truly made me uncomfortable. They would say things like, oh, you're going to get back in shape so quick. Or every time someone said, wow, you look so amazing, I just didn't want to hear it. I knew how I felt and I knew what I looked like. And I didn't want to feel like I need to look amazing. I need to look, or I need to be lifting this much or whatever to be good looking or strong or fit, you know? I want it to be healthy. And when people make those kinds of comments, it messed with my head. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, if you're ever trying to lose weight or you're dieting and someone tells you, wow, you look so thin, it makes you think like, okay, I need to lose more weight to get more compliments or to look good to this person, instead of deep down fixing the problem of your mindset and just being grateful for health. So once I realized how bad my mindset was, that's when I decided I needed to switch this. Now I'm going to deal with an uncomfortable pregnancy, gaining weight like I have 2 other times, and then I'm going to deal with my post-pregnancy and losing the weight. And I know how difficult, like, it took such a toll, and it messed with my day-to-day life, and it shouldn't have. Like, I should have just been living a happy life and a healthy life, because I'm healthy, you know? I should be grateful for that. And so I decided to make that switch, and I don't know, like, I'm sure it's easier said than done, but once I accepted that my goal for this pregnancy is health, I stopped stepping on the scale, stopped worrying, you know, about the pounds or the weight I was gaining. Then I was able to appreciate it so much more. As difficult as pregnancy has been for me, I would do it over and over and over again for these children, these babies that I love so much. I mean, I cannot picture my life without her, and I've only had her for 5 weeks now. But she's a part of me. She's, you know, part of the reason I live. So I would gain all the weight, and I would have all that uncomfortableness to have this baby. Now, the whole point of this video, I feel like that explained the background, but the point of this video is how I'm going to approach losing weight after I have had the baby. In the past, I've gone back to the gym at an unhealthy time, and it's actually put me back more. Like, it actually makes my recovery process a lot longer. So this time around, I have been so slow. I've gone to the gym here and there, and I haven't pushed myself. I've really been there for mental purposes, you know, stretching, walking, you know, light workouts, because I don't want to mess with the recovery process that your body has to go through after you have a baby. And so this time around, I'm approaching it to take care of my health in the long run. I enjoy going to the gym, and that's okay. Like, that's healthy, I believe. And so I've been going to the gym in a healthy mindset. And because I'm nursing, I typically hold on to weight differently. I obviously have, you know, bigger boobs than I'm comfortable having or whatever, and I'm okay with that. So this time around, like, I am not rushing anything. I'm eating healthy because I want good vitamins and nutrients in my body. I'm not depriving myself because I don't need to lose weight right now. I definitely plan on taking my time, and honestly that can be really uncomfortable when I do something like YouTube, and I know I'm such a small channel, but like, I am genuinely passionate about this. Like, this is such a huge part of my life, and I really appreciate everyone who like follows with me. But you know, I love to buy clothes and I love to do try-on hauls for you guys, And the first try on haul I did, I was so uncomfortable watching that footage, just afraid of what people were going to say. And luckily I didn't really have any super rude comments. Some people said some things were unflattering, but you know, what are you going to do? I just had a baby. So yeah, so basically what I want to suggest is, if you've just had a baby, is that you take your time and you allow your body to recover, and you concentrate on the health of you and your baby and your family, and you don't worry about your body. I mean, it sounds crazy, but over time your body will find its natural weight again. And it's okay to like help it along. It's okay to eat healthy, and it's okay to exercise. We should all be doing those things anyways, regardless of whether we want to lose weight or anything, because it's good for our body. I just want women in general to change the mindset of competing and comparing themselves to what they see on the internet, because I don't know, I can almost guarantee that that's unrealistic, or there's definitely a lot of Photoshop things out there. And I also think there's definitely exceptions to the rule, and there's some women who look amazing after they have the baby, and I've met those women in real life, and you know, that's their body and that's okay, and I'm happy for them and they're healthy. I think the main goal is to consider your health and think about what is truly important in the long run. I know that if I just take care of my body and stay healthy, then I can continue to do what's really important, and that is take care of my children, take care of my husband, live a happy life. And that really is the main goal, is to find happiness. And it's been a struggle for me, but I've realized that happiness doesn't come with how skinny you are or your physical features at all in general. I think there's an amount of happiness that can come from that, but that's not genuine or real happiness. And true happiness comes in your relationships with the people around you. So I challenge you guys, like, I don't know what your situation is, whether it's about your body image or if it's something else, you know, whatever it is you're struggling with, try to figure out how you can adjust your mindset in order to maybe solve that problem in your life. Because I do think a lot of things have to do with, you know, the power of our mind and the way we view or think and see things. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know that this really stands out to me because I just went through like a huge life change. I added a baby to my family, and you know, that changes a lot of things, not just your body. And so I just really want to be grateful for the journey, and I want to look back and look back on these few months after I had my baby and remember feeling happiness instead of feeling like I was disgusted with myself like I have in the past. And I really hope that you guys can take this video and maybe apply it into your life in some way. And like I said, I'm really grateful for you guys' support, and you guys have been so kind. I will say someday I hope that I am back to my regular size, because I feel comfortable in that size. I mean, my body is very healthy at my regular size, and I feel comfortable at that size, and I have a lot of clothes that are that size and I want to wear them again. But I'm not going to rush it, and I'm going to just enjoy the journey, and I really recommend, if you're in the same situation, to do the same. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense, and I hope that maybe it helped someone. We will see you next time on our channel.